Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, what are we learning today? Today, we are diving deep into the world of animals. So, when we look around, there are so many different types of animals. Some are small, some are very small, some are medium sized, some are huge, they are large. From some, we are very afraid of, and some we like to make them our pet. Some animals actually help us, and some animals are so wild that we keep them away in zoo or jungles. So today we are going to read a lot about animals, the kind of food they eat, and how do they actually interact together, how do they interact with humans together, and why do they live together in a group. So let's start reading about this animal world. So animals that live together. There are animals, we usually see animals when in jungles, that they live in a community, they live together, they live in a group. Why do they do that? Because humans are also social animals, and the animals who are in wild or who are on street, even the street dogs, they live together in a group. So when they are together, they interact with each other in their own language, they share love with each other, they feel that warmth together. Also, if any enemies attack them, they attack them back as a group, as one team, as a community. So they are together as a team, right? So some animals like to stay together in groups, and they are known as social animals. They like to live in groups to raise their young ones. So, just like humans, they live in groups, they live in a family, they live with their joint family, and the children are being raised together. Each member helps in one way or another to raise the children of the family. So, similarly, the animals, they live in groups to raise their young ones, to fight enemies, and to get warmth from each other, from their bodies. That warmth is also the love and affection. So animals like elephant, monkeys, ducks, fish, lions, they live in groups, right? So we hardly see any elephant who is alone in a jungle. There's a big herd, their group, they are in a group in jungle. Similarly, in the water, when we see ducks, so many ducks, they swim together, they live in a group. And whenever we see monkeys, they are like hundreds and hundreds of monkeys together in a group. So this is a herd of elephants, this is a school of fish, and this is a pride of lion. These are the collective nouns that are being used for the group of different animals. So the group of elephants is called herd, that of fish is school, and that of lions is pride of lions. So animals form group for the following reasons. They divide work and collect more animals. So if they are collecting food for the group, they do that in a group. Why? Because they divide the work. Some elephants would do some work, and the other elephants will do another work. That's how they work together. Then when they're in a group, there is a better protection against enemies. Then they feed and protect the young ones together, getting warmth from each other's body, and they find and kill the prey with each other's help, and then they enjoy the meal together. Animals and their behavior. All the animals have their own different kind of behavior. Some animals are wild and their behavior is wild, and they attack the humans or the other animals, whereas some animals are very shy and they shy away, they run away from the humans, like lizard, cockroaches, rats. They shy away from the humans. Uh, then there are some animals who like to be near humans, like dogs and cats and buffaloes. They know when any human loves them, so they stay near them. All animals have their own different kinds, different behavior patterns. Some animals are shy, they do not come near us. For example, lizards, squirrel, cockroaches, rats, they run away if you go near them. Some animals are friendly by temperament. Temperament means by nature they are friendly. They are not scared of humans. They can sense that we will not harm. They become our friends easily. For example, dogs, cats, dolphins, buffaloes, right? So see, there is a dog, there is a boy carrying a dog. Then animals, they help each other. So, animals are also very helpful. They help each other. How do they help? You must have seen when the monkeys actually they keep on, cleaning the body of other animals. They take out the lice from the other animal's body and they keep their body clean. Similarly, uh, the animals help each other. The elephants help each other by taking care of other elephants' young ones, right? So, animals also help each other like humans in several ways. Like we humans help each other, animals also help each other. Some animals like elephant, chimpanzee, ants, monkeys work as a team, gathering food and hunting together. So, if you have seen ants, they just make a queue and they carry food and they help each other in gathering the food. They're very helpful and they're very, very hardworking also. So, monkey picks insects from others' body to help in staying clean. This is a picture, a monkey picking insect from another monkey's body. A herd of elephants always keeps the baby in the middle while traveling to keep them safe. Some birds, like egrets, they sit on cows and buffaloes and eat the insect from their body, and this cleans the body of the animals and egret gets food. So that's a co-relationship. So what do egrets do? They sit on the body of the big animals like buffaloes and cows. Egret gets their food from their body, from the body of cows and buffaloes in the term of insects, and the body of buffaloes and cows, it gets cleaned. Let's write the name of 4 animals that live together: lions, monkeys, ducks, buffaloes. Name some animals which are friendly: dog, cat, even sheep is friendly. Then ostriches move around with a herd of zebras so that they can alert each other when there is danger. So zebra and ostrich, they have this kind of relationship that they usually walk together and they inform each other about any danger which is coming in. And ostrich has poor sense of hearing and smell, but a keen sense of sight. On the other hand, a zebra has a poor sense of sight but sharp sense of hearing and smell. So whatever is lacking in zebra, ostrich fulfills that, and vice versa. The thing which is lacking in ostrich, zebra fulfills that, and they work together as a team. In the forest, monkey and some other birds warn other animals by making loud calls when they sense danger. So you must have heard on National Geographic Channel and sometimes that out of a sudden there is a loud noise of monkeys and birds chirping very loudly. Why do they do that? Because it's a call to alert different animals, to tell them that some danger is coming, some hunter is coming to hunt the animals, some a lion or a tiger is coming to eat the deers and other small animals. So they just alert the other animals by making loud noises. Animals and human interaction. So animals and humans, they actually live together for different purposes. So in some cases, in some of the houses, the animals are being made pets. Why? Because humans love them, and also these animals get a very good care and a house. Then some animals are being domesticated and tamed by the humans for the animal products like milk or wool or eggs or meat. So that's how they interact with each other. Also, animals are being used for carrying load for humans, for carrying humans on their back, and then in return humans take a very good care of these animals. They are being fed very well, which otherwise if they were on streets they might be roaming here and there in search of food. But when they are with humans, humans provide uh, these animals with food. Animals are used by humans in many ways in return. Humans take care of them, feed them, bathe them, and provide them with shelter. So, otherwise, if these animals were not being tamed by humans, they would have to search their food, they would have to take care of themselves, they would have to search for a shelter to live in. But when they live with humans, they help humans in different ways, and then humans in return take care of the needs of the animals. So, how do animals use? Some ways animals use humans. Okay, so there are some ways that humans use animals. How is that done? Animals provide us with milk, egg, and meat. Animals give us fiber like silk and wool, and spiders and lizards help us by eating small insects like mosquitoes. Animals like dogs are used as guard dogs. They protect humans and their homes. Dogs mark out their area on the road. They can make out if another dog has come into their area by the smell of its urine. So when they urinate, dogs have a very sharp smell of sharp sense of smell. They can smell their urine and they do not allow any other dog to enter their territory. Ears of animals. The ear is the organ that detects. Some animals have big ears and some have small ears. So animals actually detect danger with their ears. So let's see how animals use their ears for different uses. If you see, elephants have big ears and it keeps on flapping its ears. Why so? To keep itself cool and to just fly away the insects also. Now, ears are being used to detect danger. Animal also use their ears for communicating. Animals use their ears to search for prey. Animals can also regulate the body temperature. The ears of tiger can move in different directions and this helps to catch the sounds from all the direction. Deer can move their ears in all the direction to locate sounds. Some deer can use their pointed ears to amplify sounds. Amplify sounds means to make the sound louder. If the sound is very from a distant place and it's low, it can move, the deer can move its ear to hear the sound clearly. Birds have two tiny holes on both sides of their head, which are covered by feathers. Snakes do not have ears and they can feel sound vibration through their skin. Polar bears have very small ears which help them to retain their body heat. So why do they have very small ears? So that the heat doesn't get escaped out of the ear holes. Bat ears help them to locate objects in dark. They make sounds which echo back from the object, helping to locate them. Animals like rats and hippopotamus have small ears. So you see that ears of animals have so many different kinds of uses to regulate the body temperature, to keep their body temperature warm or cool according to the size of the ears they have, to detect danger, to amplify the sounds, for communicating, for searching prey. They have different kind of ears. Now, body covering in animals. The body is of animals is covered by different kind of skin, fur, or it might be very thick, it might be thin. Thick for the animals who are living in very colder regions, and a thick fur in for the animals who live in colder regions to keep their body warm. So basically the covering of the animal's body is for regulating their body temperature according to the habitat that they live in. So the animals have different body covering depending on their type. The body covering helps the animals adjust climatic changes in a particular place. So for example, animals like deer, zebra, they have short hair on their body, and this helps them to live in hot areas. So their bodies is not very hairy. They have very short, small hair which keeps their body cool in hot areas. Birds have feathers on their body that keeps them warm, and it also helps them to fly. The body covering are of different colors and body patterns. Some are plain with the colors that help them to camouflage, that help them to hide in their habitat. Some have stripes on their body, again for the camouflage purpose. So they help the animals to camouflage them in their surroundings. In desert, the body covering of most of the animal is sand colors such as camel or desert fox. So desert fox or camel, they have a uh, body covering of sand color. The white fur of a polar bear or an Arctic fox help them to blend in white snow environment of Arctic. So if they will be of any bright color, they will be easily spotted in the white snow. So to hide themselves, to be able to camouflage themselves, their body fur is white in color, that of a polar bear or a Arctic fox. Animals that have hair on their body, they are called mammals. So that is why humans are also mammals, as they have hair on their body. Now, bees, the maker of honey. So let's study about bees, the maker of the honey. Honeybees lives in hives. Honey is a sweet, thick, sugary solution made by bees. So honey is one thing which is like, it has so many health benefits, and it is being made by honey, and it has a very sticky texture. It is smooth, goldenish in color, and it has a very smooth texture, and also it is very sweet when you taste it. Honeybees are the best example of how animals cooperate with each other and produce something valuable. So, honey is actually so valuable, and it is the example of how when animals work in harmony and with cooperation, they can produce something very much valuable. Bees are attracted to flowers because of their bright colors. And then what do? The bees suck nectar from the plants, from the flowers. So, bees are attracted to the flowers because of their bright colors and scent. Pollen grains are a yellow substance present in flowers. When a bee sits on a flower, the pollen grains stick to the bee's body. These pollen grains get brushed off body when it sits on another flower. Thus, the bee helps in spreading pollen grains. So, bee is also very helpful in spreading the pollen grains, and then when the pollen grains are being spread, the new plants, they get germinated. Okay. See, this is a pollen, the yellow substance in a flower. So when a bee is sitting on that flower, the pollen grains, they get stick on the body of the bee, and when the bee flies from one flower to another, the pollen grains also get transferred to the other places. Now, what is the process of making money? How making honey? So, how a honeybee actually makes honey? The first step starts when a bee sucks nectar. That's a sweet juice from flower with the help of its tube like tongue. They store nectar in their stomach. Nectar is rich in sugar and serves as food for the bee. Once the bee's stomach is full of nectar, it goes back to the hive and spits it out into various compartments of the scaled by beeswax produced in their bodies. After a few days, the nectar changes into honey. So, what happens basically? That a bee sits on the flowers. It sucks the nectar, which is a juicy substance from the flowers, and that is possible only because of the thin tube like tongue of the honeybees. So they suck a lot of nectar and keep their stomach full. So when their stomach is full of food, that is nectar, they go back to their hive and in the honeycomb that they have built. So this is a honeycomb. It's something looks like this. Okay. So in a honeycomb, there are different departments. There are different compartments. So when the stomach of the honeybee is full, they go back to their hive and they spit out the nectar from their mouth in different compartments. And after few days, this juicy substance of nectar, it gets converted into honey. And that is how honey is being made. It has a lot of health benefits if we get a pure honey from the bee hive. Now, collection of honey, how it is being done. See how a beekeeper is collecting honey from the beehive. Honey collectors collect honey from the beehive. They burn firewood or dried leaves below the hive. The smoke and heat drive the bees out. The hive is then removed and honey is extracted from it. Beekeeping is also called apiculture. It is the maintenance and management of honey, beeswax, and royal jelly. So, apiculture is the work, that is beekeeping, and the work of beekeeping is called apiculture. And in apiculture, what is being done? Management of honey, beeswax that comes from the honeycomb, and the royal jelly, that is also the product being made by the bees. What do they do? What do beekeepers do? How do they collect the honey from the beehive? So there is a beehive. To remove all the bees from the beehive, dried leaves are being they are being set on fire under the beehive, and with the smoke, because of the smoke, all the bees, they drive away, they fly away, leaving their uh, beehive behind, and that beehive is being taken, and the honey is being collected from that beehive. Worker bees are very important for the hive. Without it, there would be neither hive nor any nectar collection. So these are the key terms that we have learned today. Prey, that is an animal that is hunted and eaten by another animal. Echo means if there is a sound echoes, it is reflected off objects so that it can be heard again. So if supposingly I am making some noise and my sound hits the surface and it again comes back, that is echoing. That means I would be able to hear my own voice. And that is why when we are in mountainous region, a region covered with mountains, and when we shout, we are able to hear our sound back. Why? Because our sound gets hit with the mountains and it gets reflected back, and that is why our sound echoes. Apiculture is keeping a bee. Royal jelly is a substance that bees make to feed young bees and queen bee. So, please remember that some animals like to stay together in groups. All animals have their own different behavior patterns. Some animals help each other like humans. Animals are used by humans in many ways. Some animals have big ears while some others have small. Animals use their ears for communicating, search for prey, and to detect danger. Animals have different body coverings depending upon their type. Animals which have hair on their body, they are called mammals. Pollen grains are yellow substance present in flowers. Honey collectors collect honey from beehives. Now let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned today. You have to choose the correct option. Which animal like to be in group? Elephant, monkey, fish, all of these. Which animals move around with herd of zebras? Ostrich. Which animal is shy? Rat is shy. Dash can move ears in all the direction to locate sounds. That is a deer. Which animal has body covering in sand color? Camel. You have to tick the correct option, cross out the wrong ones. Animals and humans benefit from each other. Yes. Snakes do not have ears. Correct. Some animals like lions sit on cows to eat insects on their bodies. No. If a lion would sit on a cow, it would eat it. Ants live in beehives. No. Pollen grains are red in color. No, they are in yellow in color. You have to answer the following questions yourself, but we can discuss it over here in short. Why do animals form groups? So they form groups to take care of each other, to raise the young ones, to help each other, to get the warmth from the body of the animals, and to attack their enemies together. What are the examples of animals helping each other? Monkeys, egrets, ostrich and zebra. Why do different types of animals have different body coverings? It is because of the area they live in. How do bees produce honey from nectar? They suck the nectar through their long, thin, tube-like tongue, and they fill their stomachs. When their stomach is full, they go back to their beehive and spit out the nectar from their stomach in different compartments, and after a few days, that nectar is being changed into honey. What is beekeeping? So, the beekeeping is called apiculture, and bees are being kept for their royal jelly, for the bee wax and honey. Now, these are some fun based questions that you have to do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun with the lesson. So, when you are in a park and when there are many flowers, you can see many insects on them which are being attracted by the flowers. So, you can draw and color any three insects that you observe on the flowers. Then explore the buzzing world of bees. How do bees make honey? Please surf internet about it, and you can make a whole project from of about the making of honey, from sucking the nectar, from converting it into honey, and how the honey collectors actually collect the honeys. So you can make the whole project on that. So the names of some animals are given in the in jumbled form in the table. You have to complete the table. So the first one, I'll do the second one, which is very small. I'll do that. Rest you can do with in the groups with your family or with your friends. So second one is fish, and what what kind of hair or skin do they have? So they have a very smooth skin with no hair on it because it is not a mammal, and it lays eggs or give birth to young ones. It lay eggs. Okay, only there are two fish that give birth to the young ones. Those are the whales and the dolphins. Are their ears visible or not visible? They are not visible. So please complete the next one. I think this is pigeon, this is sparrow, and you have to find out what is this. This is elephant. Okay, so these are just the hints. You answer the following questions. Look at this animal, name it. It's a tiger. Do you know that this is our national animal? Yes. How do this animal hunt its prey? You have to surf internet for that and draw a picture of this animal in the give. So if you can draw this animal over here, please try your best and try to copy it over here. So that's all for today in this chapter of Animals World. I hope you have learned a lot about animal and their behavior, and about the art of making honey by the honeybees. So keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.